use essential oils on your homestead? Today we're going to talk about essential oils and how we use them on the homestead, and maybe give you some ideas of how you can implement them on your own homestead and do things in a more natural way.
Coffee.
Hi. Alright, one of the ways that we use essential oils around here is treating any kind of wound or anything that's hurt on our animals. We haven't had to bust this out very often, but we just got our baby goats, and Poppy actually
Poppy.
she bumped her head on something, and she just was had her horns done, and so she has a little bit of a sore on them. Come here. She's eating our camera. So anyways, Weed'em and Reap has this recipe on their blog, which you can check out and I can link below. But it's a salve that has essential oils in it. It has coconut oil and olive oil and several things that are just more natural. And so we're going to go ahead and put that on Poppy. We have used this in the past, just treating like we had a cat that needed it at one point. Now you don't want to put it somewhere where your animal is going to like lick it all off. It would take quite a bit of ingesting for it to become an issue for them. So if they get a little bit, it's not toxic to them at all, but you don't want them licking at it all the time. But being that it's on top of her head, I don't think that we're going to have too big of an issue. So Harrison, you want to help me? Okay. I'll hold on to her, and you're going to put it, you can see right up here where it's a little bit red.
Okay.
So just take a glob of it and put it down on there. Hello, Smidge. Here you go.
Just
Go
like
ahead. Yep. Yep. Put it on. There you go. Rub it in there.
A little bit more.
Just gonna treat.
That.
And it shouldn't take too much. We actually put this on yesterday, and it already looks quite a bit better than it did then. So I think it shouldn't be an issue.
I think a little bit more.
I think that's good. We'll put the lid on. All right, we're good. Thanks. So we've already talked a little bit about how we use essential oils for sickness, for a fever. We use peppermint. So some of the other things that we use, like if my boys are starting to get a little bit of an earache, or I have recently gotten a couple of earaches, we take grapefruit oil and just put it around the outside of the ear and behind your ear, never inside your ear, and also oregano. So that's it kind of knocks it out pretty quick. It does. Oh, I always get earaches as my first sign that I'm fighting off some kind of sickness. So I am like, that is my go-to. I put it on immediately, and it almost always knocks it out. I can, looks fun. There's somebody riding ATV by our house right now. But in addition to that, we use those same essential oils, oregano and grapefruit, for sore throats. I put it around the outside of their neck and up behind their ears, and it's awesome at knocking it out that way as well. I myself, I won't do this with my kids per se, but I personally will put grapefruit oil, like a drop of it, in a glass of water, and I'll put it in my mouth and gargle with it. It's debatable whether people trust doing that or not, if it should be taken internally, but I do it because I think that it wipes it out like it's nothing.
Yeah, it always makes me a little bit nervous to take it internally. I am trying Tri-Ease. Sorry.
Tri-Ease. TerraShield is for the bugs.
TerraShield's for the bugs. Tri-Ease, I just had an order for that, and I've been trying it for allergies, so we're gonna see how that goes. And that is in like a gel capsule with some oil in it. So again, I'm a little cautious, but yeah,
we'll
it seems to be helping. So.
Another thing that we use it a ton for, lavender is like our go-to. We have all these kids running around. There's constantly somebody who's falling down, getting scrapes, bruises, whatever. Also, I have really fair skin, so guaranteed every spring I get sunburn. Luckily my kids have a little bit of my husband's background of Native American in them, and so they don't burn nearly as badly as I do, but mixing that with a carrier oil that's more like aloe is awesome. I put a couple drops of lavender in that, slather it on, and overnight it clears up any kind of sunburn. So
Yeah.
I use that one quite frequently as well. You just have to teach yourself that lavender is for all kinds of bumps, bruises, scrapes, burns, anything that could come about. Lavender is awesome at taking care of that.
On that same note with lavender, it's really great for stress and anxiety. So I recommend just even, taking a sniff of it, and it actually helps with certain parts of your brain, which I won't bore you with the technology or the research behind that.
Smells actually break the blood-brain barrier, so it's one of the things that is really good for stress or anxiety, depression, and things like that, because it really triggers your brain.
Well, all smells. So I mean, if you've experienced any kind of trauma, you usually remember sights, sounds, smells. It's just ingrained in your memory. So.
Like me, I go into a place where there's chlorine because I was a swimmer, water polo player growing up, and I just take in the toxic chemicals because I love the smell of chlorine. But yeah. All right, so we use essential oils in our home almost every day. We use it for our cleaning products. We use it to diffuse in the air to fight off germs, just for fresh smelling scents in the house, because we don't want to put candles and synthetic things into our house either. So we mostly just diffuse, and there's all kinds of awesome smelling things that we put into the diffuser. So I basically just take water from the tap and fill up the diffuser. Just top it off there a little bit. And whatever essential oils of choice. This one is actually Serenity, which is more of like a soothing type of oil, but so we get that going. We use it for fighting off germs. We use it for boosting immune systems. We use it when something stinks and we want just fresh smelling. For cozy type smells in the winter, I am constantly loading that thing up. One of the other big ways that we use essential oils on our homestead is making our own household cleaners. I will link that also so that you can check out our video, but Joanna did a video on how we make our own cleaners and the recipe that she uses, and it's awesome. We feel confident then letting our kids use them and get to work as well, because there's nothing toxic chemical wise. They can all pitch in and help, which Lord knows we need it.